How we doing, YouTube? This is SS Low Blue, joined by Legacy from Team Hypnotic again for episode 5 of our Battle City Revisited tournament. Today we're going to be starting our top 4 round with Kaiba and Bakura. Before we get into that, though, I'm going to address a little bit of feedback we've gotten about the rendering quality when we record on Omega. Omega is a great platform, but it's not great for recording, and we have chalked that up to a learning experience. So future videos will be coming out on a different platform, very likely Dueling Book, with a little bit different filming approach, and things are going to be getting better. So we're just asking people to bear with us, and we're going to get through these last few, and then things are going to get better. With that, let's get into the duel.
Alrighty. So we start this off where I get to go first. Drawn to the all great and powerful pot of greed, so you know that's where we're gonna start it off. So I draw into Sagi and Blade Knight. I throw down Sagi the Dark Clown. Trying to plan for summoning out Blue Eyes for later. Just put that in combination with the Silent Doom, so I can special summon it and have another monster on board to summon out the Blue Eyes.
Alrighty, so I'm starting my turn here, and I am going to set a Destiny board and then play Exchange. So I'm holding Dark Ruler Hada as a Destiny board letter and 2 copies of, I believe it's called Secret Destruction. I forget the name right off the top of my head. It's a trap card, kind of obscure, but as long as each player is holding 3 cards, both players discard their hands and then draw a new 5. You're going to see it come up in a turn or so. So I took the Blade Knight, summoned the Blade Knight. I'm going to run over Soggy, and that's pretty much the whole turn. So going into Legacy's turn here, we're going to see Silent Doom get activated to resurrect Saki. And oh, sorry, we're not in there yet. My bad.
It is all good. So yeah, I activate Silent Doom to grab out Sagi, and I'm going to tribute the Sagi off to bring out Hades. And then literally all I do is just attack into the Blade Knight, throw the Shrink face down, and pass turn. There really isn't much else that you can do with a turn like this.
Alrighty, so set the Shrink, I believe, and pass, right? Oh, didn't set the Shrink.
No, we gotta attack first. So we attack here, get some damage off on him. And we throw the Shrink down, and then you'll also activate the Destiny board this turn.
Correct.
Which begins the nightmare.
Right. Alrighty, so for the few uninitiated who don't already know, the Destiny board puts the opponent on a 5-turn clock. Fill up, in this case, the word death. It used to be the word final. Once that happens, I win the game. If that happens, I win the game. It was the second auto instant win condition that was released into the game. The famous one, of course, being Exodia. So we're going to activate multiple destruction here. We're each going to drop our entire hand and draw a new 5. I believe at this point, Legacy is reading the card to figure out what it actually
Put all the cards to the bottom of the deck.
Sorry, there you go, bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
So the important thing to know here for this turn is I have gotten a copy of Dark Sanctuary. Dark Sanctuary is a little bit silly. For one thing, whenever an opponent attacks, they have to flip a coin. If they call that coin flip wrong, the attack is negated and they take damage equal to half that monster's attack points. The other important effect here is that Dark Sanctuary allows the Destiny board letters to be placed as monsters that cannot be destroyed by battle.
It is very, very brutal.
So we are in Legacy's turn now. He's just discarded Thunder Dragon to grab 2 more, and he's going to poly for a twin-headed Thunder Dragon, which unfortunately will not to attack this turn.
Correct. So when I go from here is I summon out the, I think it's Des Imp or Des Feral Imp or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. I summon him out and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna start swinging. Hopefully, hit direct for damage before he can get any of these tokens out. Because if he does, it's gonna be cause for a lot of issues for me. So I go in for the attack with Hades, and then I gotta flip a coin.
Which unfortunately is not going to go well.
Not at all. So we get heads. I end up taking damage. Attack gets negated. I forgot that you can't attack with the fusion monsters when they first summoned out. So I was like, attack.
And unfortunately, I think the Sanctuary is going to pay off again. Yep.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you get it like 5 times in a row.
It's silly. It goes off. I mean, it's I don't know if it's quite 50-50 because there's a 50-50 and you have to call it, so it gets into, goofy probabilities that I'm not willing to figure out right now.
Yep.
Fun fact, we did the math one time. If you have a 3 of in your deck, there is an 8% chance you will draw it on turn 1. So I'm going to put the Destiny letter A into the monster zone here, and in my head, for all intents and purposes, I have already created the wall that I need. Some of that might be a little bit of metagaming, knowing what's in both of these decks, and that it's going to be very difficult for Kaiba's deck to just out indestructible monsters, or at least battle indestructible monsters.
So I draw into the attack order card. I set it down. I'm like, if I can get his monsters to end up in attack position rather than defense, I should be fine. Once I attack into them, they'll get flip face up, and then they'll go straight to attack mode.
So
But
T in play.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have one more wall of a monster. I'm not sure why I put this one in the back row. I know I had some kind of a reason, but I apologize. I don't recall what it was off the top of my head. So it doesn't look like there's a whole lot you can do with your turn here, unfortunately.
No, we're into your turn now.
Oh, we are back in my turn. I apologize.
Yeah.
So a little mixed up.
No, so I activated the final attack order in your draw phase.
Right, which is eventually going to force the A into attack mode. Should have
No, so I'm pretty sure they're unaffected by artifacts.
They may still be considered. That's possible. I honestly can't remember. So I've got the Blade Knight just for a little. I don't know what I was thinking here, using the Blade Knight. I think. No, I think I remember this. Did I not have? No, I guess I didn't. Thinking in my head, maybe I had a Slifer in my hand or something.
I don't think we saw any of the Egyptian gods in this match.
I think you're right. I think I just kind of forgot about how attack orders worked.
Oh, you're trying to special summon it in defense.
Correct.
So I summon on my blue eyes here, and I'm like, all right, I'm either gonna lose here or I'm gonna win here. Just go all out with it,
Right.
So I go in for the attack, and this would be game if I would have gotten it off, but unfortunately, he got the heads again.
So now the issue here is he has to make. Well, he has to attack. If he fails to attack because of Sanctuary, I win. If he passes the turn, I win by putting the 5th Destiny letter in play.
Yeah.
So we're going to shrink the Blade.
So I use Shrink.
And unfortunately, he called it wrong
And I
and got
lose there.
so Bakura is going to take the round in top 4 and take Obelisk the Tormentor from Kaiba. And for anybody keeping track, that means that Bakura is now holding 2 of the 3 Egyptian god cards. So we will see you in the next one, which is going to be Mai and Odeon.